Hey now, so about this flag thing, because everybody knows about the controversy that's going on now, where everybody's tossing up stuff now. Real quick, just to give everybody full understanding about why my position is what it is. Look, I've been in situations where I've literally woken up in the morning to the sound of everyone going absolutely crazy, a bunch of uproar, and I'm not knowing what's going on, but I wake up, I throw on my sneakers, I step outside, and I see everyone in the streets, all of my neighbors, everyone is outside, up in arms, ready to fight. I don't know what's going on, but I'm out there, up in arms, ready to fight as well, ready to go. What's going on, okay? And that's just me. If everyone around me, all of my neighbors and everyone I live around is ready to kick off about something, they can fill me in on what we're about to fight about later. I'm in. All right. So, when I heard this thing about, first thing I heard was the government or somebody in the government made some rules saying that people aren't allowed to fly flags. I was just like, what? Are you serious? Like, have you met the English? You know what I mean? I'm like, these people celebrate this dude every year. I have a holiday for him every year for having a really good go at trying to blow up the parliament. And he said, what? All right, let's see that happen. All right. And when we first started, the burger van thing, we took it over from a guy named Paul, and that was his thing. He used to fly flags, and that was like a thing of his. As a matter of fact, the saying used to be, when the flags are flying, we're frying. So when we took over, that's what we did, and then we were flying flags. But since we've been in the Silver Bullet, we haven't really done that. So when this thing kicked off, my first instinct was to be like, oh, break the flags out. Let's go. Give them a spruce up, toss them up. Then we had some folk coming to us saying, hey, you shouldn't do that because the St. George's flag is racist. And then we had other folk, while they were saying that, there was other folks standing there saying that, no, it's not racist because St. George was Turkish, his mother was Palestinian, so they don't even see that the flag St. George, how it even represents England, because the dude was a Roman soldier or all of this stuff. And I was just like, whoa, okay. Now look, everybody know, yeah, I'm American. They know my folks are from Haiti. And when it comes to Haiti, there's a lot of folk who you can go online and read all about it and watch news reports and all. But, as far as what some of us have gone through, with the history and everything else, there's a lot more to it than that. So when, you see me flying the Haitian flag and stuff, there's a lot more to it than what folk can look up and read. And also, I'm familiar with that. Plus, we got folk, if y'all familiar with the General Lee and all that, there's flags that folk will tell you these are racist. Other folks will say, no, it's not racist. It's from the South. So I understand that, there's more to it than, what folk can read or look up in this kind of thing. So I just kind of leave it at that as far as, how folk interpret this and that. So, there's a lot more for me and everybody else to learn, I guess. You know what I mean? But for me personally, so, I can't call it when it comes to what it stands for and for whom, because everybody flies what they fly for the reasons that they want to fly it. For me personally, like I said, it's just the point that, you feel like you want to raise your flag, then that's your prerogative. I mean, this is a free country like the one I came from. I know we got that in common, you know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, look, when people want to fly their flags, whatever the reason they want to fly their flags, when they want to fly their flags, man, yo, the people got to fly their flags, man. Who gonna say that we can't do that? Like, yo, really? All right. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm rolling with the people because I'm the people. I'm people. You know what I mean? Come on, man. When the upper levels of all that is starting to step on us like we ants, they ain't paying attention to which ones is which and whatnot. They not trying to see who gets squished, who gets between the toes and whatnot. They just stomping. You know what I mean? So I just roll with it. I'm rolling with it because I'm people, and when you telling people that we can't do this, I'm like, hold on. Nah. You know what I mean? I'm people, and why can't we do that? That's really it. That's where I'm at with the whole thing. And if you guys got points here and there, I'd love to hear them. We talk about any and everything. So, you know what I mean? Till then, enjoy.